it's difficult. I mean, I used to, and I still do, if I get a contract to do it, commission services. So I would look at, do needs assessments around treatment systems, look at the whole commissioning cycle, look at what services they have, contracts, how those services organised into contracts, who delivers those contracts, and how do they deliver them. And on one of the contracts I was running, we decided to do a secret shopper survey because we weren't convinced that what the service provider was telling us in contract meetings was the reality of the experience of people who went into those places. And whenever we went to those places, everyone seemed to be on their best behavior and everything was, kind of cosmetically cleaned. And so we trained, I spoke to a guy that I know in Surrey and used him to train ex-service users to come into the area that I was working in and to secret shop. And we gave them a number of roles. You're a mum, you've got 2 small kids, and life's getting a bit difficult and you're drinking more, and you ring up and you just ask for help. What can I do? Or you're a student, you're
fantastic.
You've got to work, you're working really hard to keep up on your course. And you find that in order to stay up, you're not just drinking coffee, but now you're taking speed. You're taking substances to stay up, but it's getting out of hand. What can I do? What's the harm reduction information that you can provide me? And then we'd get people to attend, go and attend and make an appointment. And we had the roles written out. They learnt the roles. While you're at the appointment, while you're waiting, ask to use the toilet and see how clean everything is. Ask to use the phone. Tell them that your phone credit is gone and that you want to ring home to make sure that everything's okay. And we had all these different. We never wasted the time of the treatment services. We were very careful in how we went about this. And then they went away and they wrote up their experience. And then at the next contract meeting, we put the experience in front of the provider. And in fact, I remember we told the provider we were going to do it. We didn't say when we were going to do it, but we told them we were going to do it, that we were going to have 5 or 6 secret shoppers come to their service in a number of ways. We had one where the person left a message and they asked not to be called back on the number that they'd left the message on, and given a specific time. They said, I'll ring you back at such and such a time. Well, immediately they got a call back to the number because the service provider didn't really listen to the message. And we thought, that could have been a domestic violence situation. This woman could have been trying to flee and get some help. And so we even had one situation where we had a legal highs questioner ring in, and the person on the other end of the phone said, "You're paying too much for your drugs. You can get them much cheaper here." And they gave them information that would lead to harm rather than. But I don't know if regular people would do stuff like this, whether it's just me and I'm an oddball, or whether it's people in recovery generally who are, they maybe think slightly laterally, slightly differently, and they look at a problem and think, because I wasn't looking to punish this service provider. What I was looking for was for the hundreds of thousands of pounds that the council was spending of public money to be used to deliver services to vulnerable people with dignity and care. So, and again, maybe my naive thinking was, if you show people what's going wrong and maybe how they could get it right, they'd be interested. And actually what we found in the secret shopper, we found a few diamond staff who were not just good at their jobs, but they went the extra mile with everyone.